morning, everybody. Thanks for joining me for our work week forecast for March 14th to the 18th. Weather's looking much quieter this week, and certainly as we head towards the end of the week, it's looking very spring-like. So if you're looking for some warmer temperatures and you're one of those people who are getting a little tired of the snow, this is the forecast for you. If you wanted ski season to hold on a little bit more, I think it will. We're not going to be completely done, but certainly this week will mean a lot of snow melt for areas as we head towards the end of the week. So let's take a look at what's going on in terms of the overall forecast. Here's radar across the country with also with the fronts and areas of low pressure on it. You can see we still have a little bit of kind of lake-enhanced snow flurries here this morning. This will dissipate and will actually become mostly sunny for today. Temperatures will warm into kind of seasonable averages today as we head close to around 40 for a lot of us today, a degree or two above or below depending on your elevation. But this weak disturbance will head in our direction for tomorrow. I don't think it's going to bring us much in the way of significant precipitation, although we will see either some light rain showers at lower elevations, and particularly in southern parts of Bennington and Windham counties, and then light snow, which could accumulate a little bit on the roads tomorrow afternoon, certainly at higher elevations, and also as you head further north into Rutland and Windsor counties. So I don't think tomorrow's a big deal, although if you travel tomorrow afternoon in those places I just mentioned, just want to keep an eye out that the roads could become greasy and slick for a little bit, but I don't think it'll be that significant, and most of us probably won't see any accumulation at all. The roads will just be wet for the most part. You can see that this storm is quite weak. It's also pretty detached from any moisture source. There's no, it's not tapping any Gulf moisture currently, and it does not have any access to Atlantic moisture currently, and the storm itself is just not, there's not a real significant piece of energy there. But then as we head towards the end of the week, what we can see, here's the, this is what the upper level pattern looks like right now. You can see there's a cold pool of air here over Canada that shows up in the blue, and you say, okay, well, maybe there's a lot of air to tap, or cold air to tap there. But what's actually happening with this is it's about to swing out across the northern Atlantic and modify pretty significantly. And what that's going to allow to do is, you see, we've got quite a bit of warm air here over the western part of the United States, a little bit of a trough here across the central, across the Rockies. But what's going to happen is we're going to build a ridge across the east as this area of cold air moves out, and then actually Canada's going to warm up pretty significantly as well, and we're going to be probably into a warm pattern that will probably last for a time period here, certainly through the end of the week. That doesn't mean that we're completely detached from any chance of cold air after this. I'm sure this spring we'll see plenty more cold air here and there, but for the time being, our source of real cold air, Arctic air, will be kind of cut off, and that will mean that that'll give us it'll be easy for the warm spring air to flood in, I think, for the next week or two, and we're certainly going to see that at the end of this week, and I think there's continuation for opportunities for that to happen as we go forward beyond that as well. So we'll probably have some of those days as we kind of transition from winter proper into probably mud season. Also good sugaring weather as we go forward here too. This should be a really good sugar week if you're going to be busy, if you're sugar. Let's go the other direction here. Here's what the jet stream is going to look like. This is kind of the setup you can see. Eventually, we're going to kind of build a broad trough in the western part of the United States, and then we're going to build a pretty good ridge across the east. And as you can see, as the jet stream heads to our north here and basically out of a southwest direction, what it does is it lets the upper level winds turn around from the southwest, and of course that pumps south air from Gulf of Mexico and from kind of more tropical parts of the globe in our direction here in the northeast, and that will mean warm temperatures. So let's take a look at what that forecast actually looks like. Today is a very kind of typical good sugaring day today. Probably temperatures get up into the low 40s. If the higher elevations where it's a little colder, maybe not quite warm enough to get the sap really running, although we'll have to see what happens with that. But I would say today's a pretty good day, then especially with that full sun. Tomorrow, like I said, a little bit of light snow, a little bit of light rain depending on elevation and where you are in terms of if you're a little bit further north in Rutland and Windsor counties, or if you're south, kind of in the south, especially south of Route 9, I would say, at lower elevations, you're probably mostly light rain showers. That probably extends up the Route 7 corridor as well, and up the Connecticut River Valley for the most part as well at those lower elevations. But as you head into the green areas of the greens, you definitely could see some snow. I'd say probably anything above about 1,000 feet is likely to see this snow, and about 1,500 feet places where you can see a little bit of snow on the roads and some slick spots. But I don't think this is going to be either way anything too significant to write home about. It's an inch, maybe 2 inches of snow in the hardest hit spot, so it's not really a big deal, but could briefly be, particularly tomorrow afternoon, a little slick in a couple of spots. Then all precipitation is, for the most part, out of our way, except for perhaps a couple of sprinkles on Thursday afternoon. As you can see, Wednesday we're into the upper 40s, and then we don't really go below freezing. We'll get a lot of snow melt in here at the end of the week with what's left. We're in the up close to 60 on Thursday. We probably get to 60 on Friday as we go way above normal for this time of year. I think the sap will run, might actually get too warm here at some point and actually shut off. But with those temperatures above freezing overnight, you might get a day or so or a 36-hour period where it runs the whole time. So that's what we're looking at temperatures-wise. And conditions-wise this week. Let's take a quick look at that outdoor forecast, activities forecast. Today's a great day to get out there and ski, especially towards the won't get so warm that you'll get slushy, especially at the tops of the mountains. And it's relatively warm today. Great day to get out there. Lots of sunshine. Tomorrow, a little bit of light rain, light snow. You certainly can get out there tomorrow, but just be prepared if you're at lower elevations to get it a little wet. At higher elevations for a little bit of light snow. And then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, all good days with a spring feel to them. If you're going to be out trying to go for a walk, just be aware if you're on a dirt road, it's going to get real muddy by Thursday and Friday. And if you're trying to ski on these days, just be prepared for spring conditions. It's going to be slushy. It'll be fun to ski, though, because it'll be nice and warm. So, if you like the spring ski, this is perfect weather for you. All right. Thanks for joining me. I will be back again on Friday with a look at your weekend forecast. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel before, I would encourage you to do so. It helps make sure you don't miss any of my videos. And I want to give a quick shout out to my patrons who help support what I do here. And there's a link in the description below if you're interested in helping out and finding out what the potential benefits to you are by becoming a patron. Thanks again, and I'll be back on Friday with an updated look at your week.